Great to see all of you. It is my honor to introduce Utah Schools for the Deaf and the Blind Superintendent Joel Coleman.
Hello and welcome to our 2021 graduation ceremonies. Welcome to all of the families who are here, to all of the other loved ones who have joined us, to our faculty and our staff who are here, and most importantly, welcome to our graduates. You made it to graduation. Congratulations. I'm the superintendent, Joel Coleman, and we do things a little bit differently here. At most graduations, you have an invited speaker who will keynote and give an amazing address, but at USDB, we celebrate our graduates. And so instead of hearing from some speaker from somewhere else, you're going to hear directly from them. And people who have never been to one of our graduations before say this is always one of the best experiences they've ever had at a graduation. So before we get started, we would like to have the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would please stand for the pledge, and then we will have our people come up and do that for us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, almost afternoon. I am Susan Patton, and I am the Associate Superintendent over the School for the Blind. We want to welcome you here to our USDB graduation. I'm so excited for our students who are visually impaired or blind to be able to speak to us. That's our very favorite part. We get to feel their enthusiasm of the time that they've spent here at USDB and receiving USDB services, about their peers and how many friendships they've made and those close friendships that they've made. And also, it's such a tribute to you as family. We know the sacrifices that you all make and are so thrilled to be a part of that and a part of their lives. I know that we all here at USDB feel like we have, it's been such a blessing to be a part of their lives. We're really hoping that as time goes on, they'll remember their time here at USDB and some of the lessons they've learned, both good and bad. I have a favorite quote from Helen Keller, who is one of my favorite people and has been someone that I have looked up to as far as accomplishments are concerned. And she says, "I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I must not fail to do the something that I can do." Sometimes that kind of gets mumbled in my mind, but I have to realize that, you know what, I'm not here to do everything. Our students are not here to do everything, but the things that they can do, they already do very well. So I'm so excited to see and to hear and to talk to them in the future and to see the good things that they're doing, because I have all the faith in the world that they're going to accomplish great things on the things they choose to do. Thank you very much and welcome.
I'm standing up on the step because I'm a little short. I am Michelle Tanner, Superintendent of the School for the Deaf here at USDB. I'm very excited to see you all here with us today. Very excited for you to graduate today. As we discussed this morning, this is not the end. This is a new beginning. Your lives are starting from this point forward, and it's a wonderful opportunity for the things to come. The journey will be hard sometimes, but it is a journey, and it will be a fun experience. And this is just the beginning. Take a look at the crowd behind you. those who are supporting you, other students that are looking towards your future and your accomplishments. Your parents are here and have supported you all this time. We're very excited to see your achievements, and now we have an opportunity to see who you are. We'll spotlight you in the video. Thank you.
Schools for the Deaf and the Blind 2021 graduates. Keely Anderson is featured in a selection of photos. Guadalupe Figueroa is featured in a selection of photos. Andrew Graham is featured in a selection of photos. Is featured in a selection of photos. James Lundborg is featured in a selection of photos.
Marie Mangles is featured in a selection of photos. Paulson is featured in a selection of photos. A selection of each senior smiling and wearing blue cap and gowns. Utah Schools for the Deaf and the Blind. Congratulations, 2021 graduates.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Green. I'm the Director of Blind Campus Programs here at the School for the Deaf and Blind. What a slideshow. We got some good-looking seniors up on the screen, and it's so great to see them from they're really, really small to where they are now. It's great. Our first speaker this morning is Andrew Graham. He there's not too many people I know that can shred on a guitar like Andrew can. We've seen tremendous growth from Andrew this year, and since he's been with us, and his technology skills parallel no one. So why don't we give a hand to Andrew?
Who's here? Oh, I'm going to put my speech on something. Come this way. This way. Here's the mic. You can put your speech on. There you go. Oop. Hello. My name is Andrew Graham. I am from the USB Ogden campus. A quote that I'd like to share with you all is, "You're better than that." That's a saying that's been in my family as far back as I can remember. It's meant to encourage you all when you reach an obstacle in your future goals. Some short experiences I'd like to share are the Guitar Festival back in 2018. I really enjoyed having the students come all the way down from Idaho to play a short concert for us. I especially liked the part of the event where I got to challenge different people to guitar battles and win almost every single one of them. Overall, it was a fun time. I feel like the lessons at USDB were taught well, and I'm glad that students have a future here. Another experience I'd like to share is my internship, perhaps my favorite job so far. With my second favorite being working at the pizzeria. I learned a lot in my internship, such as how to use different technology devices and how to properly manage them without damaging them. Technology is one of my favorite conversation topics, so I think this fits in quite nicely. First, I want to thank my teachers, Mrs. Sharma, Mrs. Reisner, Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Bingham, Mrs. Michaels, and those who helped and supported me in my later high school education. Next, I want to thank all of my family members and friends who encouraged me to go on through these past few weeks, even though times were tough. Thank you all. My future goals... Hold up, there's more. My future goals are I'm going to take technology classes at a technical school in Evanston, Wyoming. And I will come back here to USDB as a technology specialist. I'm willing to mentor the future students and keep learning all the skills necessary to become an assistive technology specialist, just like my life's desire. Thank you, USDB.
No, that was classic Andrew Graham right there. Just when you think he's done, it's not quite done. So it is my honor to present our next graduate. Her name is Hannah Hart, and as her Hi, Hannah. Hi. As her last name suggests, although it's not spelled the same way, Hannah has the biggest heart of anyone that I know. I know, you see what I did there, guys? Yeah. She's always looking out for others, and it's not something that anybody needs to tell her that there's something that needs to be done. She's a woman of action, and she sees that something needs to be completed and goes after it. After graduation, Hannah plans on returning back to us in the fall as part of our Bridges to Community Readiness program, where she will continue her skills towards college. So, Hannah.
Hi, I am Hannah Hart. You must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is or how hard it gets, I'm going to make it. Les Brown. I have even had an experience with hard things. Aside from my vision impairment, I have had many surgeries on my legs and I know that even if it's hard, I can get through it. Some of my favorite memories from USDB were horseback riding, skydiving, laughing at a lot of jokes, and lots more. I would like to thank all my teachers, occupational therapists, speech therapists, O&M specialists, physical therapists, my parents, doctors, and everyone who has helped me get through school and life. If it weren't for everyone, my life would be different. At around 3 weeks old, my doctor told my mom that I had a vision impairment. My doctors later on told my mom about my other disabilities. They explained to her that they weren't sure if I would walk or ever talk. Right after finding out about my vision impairment, my mom signed me up for the parent-infant program here at USDB, and I learned how to do different skills. At the age of 1, I started to talk. Then at the age of 2, I took my first steps. My mom signed me up for speech therapy at the age of 2. After speech therapy, she signed me up at the age of 3 for USDB preschool. I had a lot of fun at preschool. I have had different TBIs ever since. If it weren't for USDB and everyone else helping me, I would not be graduating high school like I am today. I would be in a wheelchair. I would not be talking. I wouldn't be able to do anything on my own. But here I am, graduating high school. One of my goals in life is to have a successful career. I love to cook and bake, and I'm hoping to get a career in baking. Some of the skills I have learned at USDB are my residential skills, social skills, O&M, money skills, math skills, and a lot more skills. Thank you, USDB.
All right, our next graduate is Taylor Paulson. I've known Taylor for about 3 years now, and she is a ray of sunshine. You can't be in a bad mood when Taylor's in the room. Morning, Taylor. And what I also know about Taylor is the fact that she has a can-do attitude. One that you're always saying yes, and I think that's very good advice to all of us. I think we get apprehensive and nervous about new things, and we say no because it's scary. Taylor has developed a nice habit of always saying yes, whether it's hopping to a kayak at Antelope Island, whether it's hiking through the mud at Rockinaw Ranch in southern Utah.
You're gonna make me cry.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Oh no. We are having a moment here. Okay. All right. Let's get you going. All right. Taylor, we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'd like to present you to everyone.
That's cool. Okay.
I got you.
Thank you. Hi, I am Taylor Paulson. We have said in the winner never quit and kid do never win. I consider myself as winner because I did not quit. I am Kim Calvin now and ready to face the new chapter of my life. I have worked time during our class visit in Worker of Life. I love Island and in the cricket place. I will always remember the memories that I have at USDB with my friends and teachers. Thank you, USDB, to my family, teachers, and friends. I will never forget you all. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Nathan Harrison, the assistant principal at the John Massey School in Salt Lake City. It is my incredible honor today and inspiration to introduce Keely Anderson. Come on up, Keely. Look at her. Keely has overcome many challenges in her life, including moving to a new country, right? She has been a part of volleyball, basketball. She has attended both Skyline High School and our John Massey School. And this year, due to COVID, she's been an online student, which is another challenge in of itself. Of course, as you can see, she overcame that. Hello, everyone. I really can't believe I'm graduating. I had a lot of struggles in the mainstream setting. It was difficult for me to communicate with the hearing population. That's when my parents decided to take a look at the deaf school option. I liked what I saw and I was interested in attending. At around 5th grade, I transferred to the deaf school and I didn't know what to expect. I was nervous. There was a new language in front of me, a new culture. As my friends taught me, I learned and learned, and I have to thank my friends and everyone who worked with me to teach me. I want to thank two people in particular, my counselor Stephanie and my counselor Lindsay. They have really encouraged me and trusted in me. I am very shy. And I typically don't assert myself too much. But over time, I got better and better at that. I got more and more comfortable. I started to open up, be more independent. So I want to thank both Stephanie and Lindsay. I'd also like to thank my parents. I was adopted from my island. My parents were there for me as I grew up through the hard times, and they have all of my respect. I really just want to appreciate everyone, my family, my deaf family. Yeah. It's now my honor to introduce Guadalupe Figueroa. Lupita. Lupita has been a part of many things, volleyball, basketball, and a variety of other activities. She's very engaged. Soon, she'll be starting at a new job right out of high school. We're very proud of her and all she has done. When I was younger, I went to a public school and had a lot of struggles. So I decided to transfer to GMS in 5th grade. And there were some friends and teachers there who taught me sign language. Now, being a senior, I've enjoyed my education. I'm really grateful to all of my teachers and friends who have helped me with my homework and other things. So yeah, thank you all. Again, very honored here. A lot of honor for me today. Very honored to introduce James Lundborg. James, come on up. James moved to Utah in his sophomore year and joined us at JMS and at Skyline High School. He's been a part of a lot of different things, the chess team and basketball. This year, due to COVID, that created a lot of extra challenges for him, but he has really worked hard to be on track and ready for graduation. We're very proud of him, and he wants to become a day trader on the stock market, so very impressive. We're proud of you, James. Thank you, Nate. Really, my life has changed so much since moving here. I remember before attending high school here, before we moved here, being in 9th grade at middle school, I had never really experienced a deaf setting. All the settings I was in were oral settings. And that was all of my experience. I wasn't a part of any activities after school or extracurricular things. I just stayed at home and kept to myself. When we moved here to Utah, it really impacted my life. I was able to socialize with other deaf peers and be a part of basketball and other events. So I want to thank my family for leading me here to the right school. And there's just so much I can say about all the experiences I've had here. Thank you to the teachers, the faculty, and really everyone. Thank you. Last but not least, it is my pleasure and humble honor to introduce to you Marie Mangels. She came here 2 years ago, and it feels like it's already been 4 or 5 years with COVID and everything else that has happened. I have never seen a student with such stubborn eyes to graduate from high school. She was so dead set on it. It was incredible. And it feels like she's done 3 years worth of work within 2 years. That's impressive. She's done a beautiful job. I have never seen so much inner determination. Last year and the year before, Marie was constantly asking me if she could graduate early. And we were looking at the coursework and the scheduling to try and make that happen. And I cannot tell you how many times I had to recalculate your schedule, Marie. And then I got a call from the State Board of Education about Marie. And they stated that she's already gone to 5 different schools and graduated as of last year. This was news to me. So in my conversation with the board, we discovered a transcript from her first year in high school that was lost and now found. With that, I told her that day, "You're graduating this year," and you should have seen the joy in her eyes. She was ecstatic. The floor is all yours to brag, Marie.
Hello. 2 years ago, I never thought I would graduate. I was determined to change that, and I decided to find a place that was right for me, and I went to BR and I asked for help because I didn't want to grow up without a diploma, and so I found this place and I made it happen, and now I'm here. Thank you.
Now, each of the students will come up to the front one at a time to shake hands with the superintendency and your directors, and you will get your diplomas. You'll get a picture, and then you can be seated again. So, here we go. We're starting with the blind school in Ogden, and our first graduate is Andrew Graham. Awesome. Our next student is Hannah Hart.
Okay, so right here.
And our third student from the Ogden Blind School is Taylor Paulson. Awesome. Okay, the next students are from Jean Massieu School, and our first student is Killy Anderson. Guadalupe Figueroa. And our third student from the Jean Massieu School of the Deaf is James Loonborg. Last but oh so not least, Marie Mangels from Kenneth Burdett School of the Deaf.
All right, is this working? A little bit. We are fortunate to have with us a member of the State Board of Education, Brent Strait. Thank you for being here with us today, Brent. Come on up and join me. Now we get to do the official thing, which is why we're all here, right?
By the way, if you review your acceptance sheet, you're welcome to say whatever you want.
Okay, graduates, would you please stand up? Board Member Straight, on behalf of our faculty, our staff, and our administration, I certify that these students have completed the requirements of the State Board of Education within their respective schools, and I recommend to you that they should receive their diplomas as graduates of the Utah Schools for the Deaf and the Blind.
I have much gratitude in my heart for the opportunity of being here this day and for all the efforts that went into this day for you, all the work, all the time on behalf of your teachers and your parents and others. Everything that went into this was worth every penny and worth every effort. So thank you. Here's the scripted part. Superintendent Coleman, graduates, on behalf of the Utah State Board of Education, I recognize and accept these graduates in the 2021 class of the Utah Schools of the Deaf and Blind. Congratulations on this great accomplishment. Graduates, take your hand, put it up on your tassel, move it to the other side of the board. This is symbolic of your graduation. Thank you.
Okay, may I have your attention? First, the grads are going to exit this room, and then the families. And families, please join us in the large conference room, which is just take a right outside this hallway. And all other students, you're going to the lunchroom to get your lunch. Thank you to everyone for coming today. And after lunch, the families may take the banners home of their senior students. And thanks to everyone on the live streams. Great to have you with us virtually. That's it. Good job. Have a great day.